Okay, metalheads, you've been complaining that there has not been a channel that plays all of the heavy metal videos from past, present, and future for years and years at this point. Well, that time is over. Heavy Metal Television is back. HeavyMetalTelevision.net is the website. Go there. You can see videos playing 24/7, 365, all the time, all the best from the old school, the new school, and everything in between. Check it out, HeavyMetalTelevision.net. It is where the metal is. What is up, everybody? It is Chris Akin, and it is time for Chris Akin Presents. And before I get into presenting anything to you, make sure you do all the podcastery stuff. Make sure you subscribe to the channel that you're watching on or you're listening on, and you hit the notification bell, and you do all the good stuff that makes me know that you're there. All right, leave a comment, leave a like, all that stuff. Okay. But let's get into what we're here to talk about today. Today we are here to talk about a show on Apple TV Plus known as Severance. Now this show, it's an episodic sci-fi drama mystery type of a deal, and it features a lot of people that you would certainly know. Most people would certainly know John Turturro, and he's probably the biggest star in it. Adam Scott is in it as well. From Parks and Recreation, I believe, is what he was in before. And it's a hard one to describe because it just is like kind of weird. Here's the basic plot. The basic plot is these people, they go into this company, and I'm not exactly sure why. I'm not sure if it's for financial reasons or what the reasons are yet, or maybe they just haven't or put it out there yet. But they go to this company and they agree to have a chip implanted into their brain. And what happens when they get the chip implanted into their brain is that they kind of live two separate lives that do not mesh, and they do not retain memories of either. So when you're at work, you don't have any memories of your time outside of work or the people or anything that you work with. And when you're at home, you don't remember anybody that you work with at all, and you don't remember what you do. You don't know your job. You just know you have to go to work. And when you're at work, it's the exact opposite. You only have work friends. You don't know anybody outside. You don't know if you have a wife, kids, all that kind of stuff. So that's the basic premise. And then the plots that are forming on the show, and to be clear, I'm 3 episodes in on this thing. They've aired 3 as of the day I recorded this. And the 2 basic plots that are evolving is there's one girl that just came in. She's a new hire named Helly, and she's not taking to the split. She wants to leave. She's not digging the job, and she wants to leave. And somehow, like, the chip hasn't fully taken her over to where she accepts it. She's definitely in a fighting stage of wanting to get out of it. And then the other plot is that there is there was the guy that Helly replaced, and now he's on the outside, but for whatever reason, he remembers the characters, specifically the character Mark, who's played by Adam Scott, as he remembers him as his friend, and he's trying to warn Mark of all the problems that comes with this company and what it's really about and what they're really doing, which they have not clearly identified yet as to what they are really doing. So there's a lot of mystery into that. There's a lot of mystery in this show. It's building to something. As far as the show itself goes, the cast is excellent. The acting is excellent. The cast itself, there's a lot of names like I said, Adam Scott, Zach Cherry is in this thing. Christopher Walken is in this thing. Patricia Arquette is in this thing. There's just quite a few names that you'll definitely recognize, and even some of the names you don't know, you'll recognize the characters, and you'll be like, oh yeah, that guy from that show. It's one of them types of shows. Big cast, really, really mysterious, and and kind of weird. Not going to lie to you and say that it makes a lot of sense at first. I mean, you got to really pay attention or you get lost very quick in this show. But I love it. I cannot wait for episode 4. I wish I could just binge watch this thing and be done with it in a day, and certainly I would be fulfilled from watching it that way. But it's not to be. So for the next several weeks, I will be watching Severance. It is on Apple TV. It's a very, very good show. I highly recommend it. If you have Apple TV, you should definitely check it out. And if you don't, well, we're up to episode 4, so I'd say wait a month and a half, and buy Apple TV for a month and watch it. Unless it ends up sucking, and if it does end up sucking at the end, I'll come back and say so. But that would be my suggestion. Maybe for those of you that don't have Apple TV and you don't really get any value out of Apple TV, just wait a month and then subscribe, watch it all in a month, because it's one of those real cool shows, kind of like a Stranger Things or something would be to Netflix, where you don't necessarily want to subscribe to it and watch it week to week for 2 months, but for a short watch, it's definitely a cool show, and it's well acted, good script. Good people in it. So check it out one more time. It is Severance, and it is on Apple TV Plus. And speaking of Severance, it is time that I sever ties with you for this week's edition of Chris Akin Presents. I have been Chris Akin. I will be Chris Akin tomorrow. I will hope that you'll be joining me tomorrow over at chrisakin.net. And that's going to do it. So until then, I will see you later. Peace.